You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
So we are out and about, and we're continuing to talk to some of the cast and crew of this year's Sittingboune pantomime, and we're now joined with Melissa. So Melissa, firstly, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, probably most of our listeners will remember you from Eastenders, and of course you played Lucy Beale there. How have things been going since you were in Eastenders?
Things have been going great. Work-wise, I'm able to pick and choose what jobs I do, which is great. So I can do jobs that, really mean something to me or challenge me, or I know that I'm going to enjoy. And, my personal life, just kind of going from, good to better, in all honesty. I just bought my first house with my other half, and we're kind of renovating that at the moment. So it's a really exciting time for me.
It certainly sounds like things are going well. And you must have started acting at a young age. Was it something you always wanted to do, and how did you get into it?
I started, very young, kind of within show business, as it were, doing kind of bits of child modelling and stuff like that. And from that did a couple of adverts, and then that goes into doing a bit of TV, and then it was a natural progression into that. And I was just really lucky that EastEnders came along so young, so I've been able to learn kind of quite a lot while on that huge job, so that now, kind of when I was 17 and I left, up until now, I can really take all that knowledge and just continue to grow rather than keep kind of learning and fussing about what I need to be doing.
Well, but it must help you with lines, because one of the things for all our listeners don't realise, I often have a script and bits of paper in front of me, but I know with EastEnders it's quite a fast pace and you have to really remember those lines, so I assume that helps when you're doing pantomimes.
Yeah, definitely. The turnover is really, really quick. You get your script and you're filming it within like the next 2 or 3 weeks, and in that time you might get rewrites and all kinds of amendments and stuff, so it's a very quick turnover, and you have to be really on the ball with it. And we all slightly fall foul of the acceptable line in that one. Sometimes you have to do quite a few takes if we can't remember our lines, but I'm better at it now, and I like to kind of keep my brain going, so I'm always retaining stuff rather than letting go.
Now, you're playing Snow White in this year's Sittingboune pantomime. Are you putting your own emphasis on the role, or is it pretty standard?
Well, we haven't got a script yet, so I don't know the story, but in all the pantos I've done in the past, you always get the opportunity to kind of inject a little bit of fire, or whatever it may be that you want to bring to the role. There's always the opportunity to do it. That's kind of the joy of panto. You get to make everything your own, whether it be the script or the character or just something as simple as the story even. There's always scope to kind of change it and make it your own creation.
Now, it's a pretty busy pantomime, because I think as well as doing it here in Sittingboune, you're doing it in some other locations as well, I understand. Yeah,
we're doing it in Radcliffe and also Fleetwood, both up north.
So a busy time on the lead up to Christmas then.
Yeah, and it's my 21st birthday on Christmas Eve as well. So Christmas is always a busy period for me, even before I started doing pantos. So now I'm just overrun with stuff to do.
So is Sittingboune a new area to you, or have you been here before?
I've definitely been kind of within the area before. I did panto 3 years ago, I think, at the Hazlitt in Maidstone, and some of the press for that was kind of more kind of Chatham, Gillingham way. So I've been near, but never quite to. So I'm here now.
And I understand it went very well last year, so I hope it goes well for you this year.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Melissa, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you very much for having me.